Bird TV. Well, Liverpool found a major central midfield star of the future, but even of the present. I don't know if you watched the game against Leipzig, but if you did, you can certainly be impressed with Stefan Basic, who's a Serbian named Spaniard. Actually, his dad used to play for Serbia, so his dad's from Serbia, but he actually is Spanish, and he plays for us in the central midfield. He's only 17 years old, but wow, this kid is special. Obviously, being wrapped up in the match, you're watching all the players. You're not specifically just watching one. But TalkSport have just broke a little montage about him now, and Fabinho's come out and said that he's been the most impressive player pre-season. And then after watching this little video that someone's just put up, I actually thought to myself, I actually thought that was Thiago playing most of the passes. It was him. I know his hair's a bit different, but you know, when you're wrapped up in the game, you're not really concentrating on what player's on the ball sometimes, and this kid's special. He's so good on the ball. He's only 17 years old. So Tyler Morton's gone out on loan to Blackburn. Now, maybe that's because Klopp has actually pushed this kid ahead of Tyler Morton. I mean, Tyler Morton might even be ahead of this kid. I don't know, because he's going out on loan to a championship club, which is exactly what Harvey Elliott did. But yeah, this kid's special. I know what I'm going to do is on this video, I'm actually going to put the link underneath, click it, and just watch this little video that basically this kid did against Leipzig. He's really comfortable on the ball. He receives the ball around the edge of the box. There's no fear in him. He can ping it left, right. He's got a great first touch, interchanging, one touch around the box. He's at that end of the pitch 1 minute, then that end of the pitch. The kid looks super special. So I'm just going to read out this piece here by TalkSport that they've done this morning about him. And it says here, who is Liverpool's talented teenager, Stefan Basic? The versatile Spaniard who has been compared to Man City star and rejected a move to Manchester United. So Liverpool midfielder maestro Stefan Basic has got Reds fans talking after his impressive pre-season display against Red Bull Leipzig. The 17-year-old is a very bright prospect and the latest youngster to be given the chance to shine under manager Jurgen Klopp. Says here, Basic had been training with the likes of Salah, skipper Jordan Henderson and Darwin Núñez in pre-season, and took his chance to impress for the Merseysiders against the German outfit. Arriving in late 2020 from Celta Vigo for £250,000 as a 16-year-old, Liverpool had in fact had to act fast as the United Kingdom prepared to leave the European Union on New Year's Day 2021. Under the post-Brexit transfer rules, clubs can no longer sign overseas players under the age of 18, and given Manchester United were also keen on him in 2019, Liverpool's recruitment staff had to act swiftly to secure his signature. Basic was born in Spain but has Serbian heritage, with his father Serdan, a professional footballer who played for Celta Vigo, Red Star Belgrade and the Serbian national team. The youngster has so far represented his country of his birth at national level, picking up 3 caps as Spain's under-18s. And at Liverpool he made his under-18s debut as an under-16 player in 2020-2021 and has risen through the 21 setup, therefore being given his chance in the first team. He said last season's displays earned him a standout tag by Reds coaching staff in 2021. Basic penned his first professional contract with Liverpool. Klopp assistant manager Pep Linders said back in January, I really believe in our project looking at our academy. For example, I spent yesterday morning at the academy to speak with coaches and Alex Inglethorpe. We look all the time at the academy. Our under-18s played against Burnley in the FA Youth Cup earlier this week. We had Bobby Clark, Luke Chambers and Basic. They all stand out. It says here, I hope they come with us during pre-season because it's important for them to have a proper pre-season to know exactly how we do things. He's doing really well, said Bridge Wilkinson. He is playing a little bit different in the midfield at the minute, but he's good enough to play that. He's good enough to play the game at an out of possession, as well as at centre back. So this kid, and obviously she's going on to say, Basic's most recent display against Leipzig really impressed, and as well against Crystal Palace. And Basic caught the eye. Because of his tenacious tackling when being introduced in the second half, the teenager whose versatility enables him to play at centre back and in field was involved in Liverpool's 4th goal as he set up Darwin Núñez. So we've got a really highly rated central midfielder here who can play centre half as well. So this kid could go on to be anything. 17 years old and being compared to It must be Rodri they're on about, I should imagine, in central midfield for Man City. So, yeah, really good. We've got some great kids coming through the academy, and maybe we still need a central midfielder, and hopefully it'll be Matthias Nunes. But if not, well, you know, let's give this kid a chance. If we, you know, why not? You know, Steven Gerrard would never have been Steven Gerrard if he didn't get given a chance. I know this lad's 17, but so was Harvey Elliott. So who knows what the